Uh, hello, hi everybody, and thank you for joining us today for this webinar. So my name is Irina, and maybe I already was in contact with you regarding your admission process. And today we have guest speakers, and I would like to introduce you 𝐿𝐷. Maya graduated from summer school program last year, so I hope Maya will share with us her experience and maybe some insight about summer school program. And also, Professor Maximilian Marten is also with us. And Professor will introduce and provide you with more detailed information about new track that we will launch this summer, sports business management. Because this year it's possible to choose between two tracks, luxury business and communications and sport business management. But of course, we will start by short overview of our program, because I know that today we have different participants. I mean, some of you already started your application, some of you already finished and you are enrolled, and some of you just thinking about joining the program. And of course, maybe you have some questions before start or finalize admission procedure. Okay, for our international participants, I would like to just to remind that the International University is located in Monaco, a very small country, actually principality, only quite two square kilometers. But besides this tiny size, this is a very powerful geopolitical, financial, and of course, event and touristic hub. I know that a lot of people associate Monaco with some iconic events, sports brands, maybe athletes, or just some touristic spots. So yes, of course, it's all about Monaco, and only during summer you can participate in more than 30, 40 different events, really global, at the global level. For example, in Monaco in April, at the beginning of April, we just hosted well-known tennis tournament, Rolex Masters. Already we had last weekend historical Grand Prix. We are waiting for Formula, it means with electro cars, and of course the apogee of this series of Grand Prix events will be F1 GP, that of course is well known in actually, and you know about this event. I already mentioned that Monaco is a very small country, and you can see that actually we have only around 10,000 Monegasque local citizens, but around 40,000 residents. It means international people coming from different countries but living in Monaco. And every day we have a huge immigration flow, around 60,000 people coming every day for the job in Monaco. And in summer, of course, this picture can change because we need more people working, especially in hospitality and events sphere. You know that the International University of Monaco, this is a private business school, and we have for the moment in our portfolio different programs at different academic levels, starting from undergraduate and finishing by executives level. We have one bachelor program and 4 master's program. More than 1,300 students for all of our programs, and these students comes from already more than 80 countries. So we have students quite from all over the world. This summer, as last 5 years, we will launch a summer school program. You know that this is a short 2-week program, and actually this year we will start on 29th of June, and we will finish 10th of July. Actually, very intense and dynamic program, 60 hours of classes, 2 tracks this year. And as you can see, you will have quite a tough schedule during the whole day. But the program is extremely interesting and open a lot of course, a lot of opportunities for our participants. And at this point, I would like to ask Maya, actually, what was the motivation for you, and how did you choose the program? Why you decided to come in Monaco?
Yeah, so thank you. I decided to choose it because I study communication management, and it's pretty like a general bachelor. And I actually want to do something like outside of my school and out of my hometown, actually. And of course, like I want to do a luxury summer school, and where is that the best place to do? It's obviously Monaco. And I really just like the concept of how the classes were, and that it's like more practical. And I just loved like the explanation from like how the summer school is like combined with the practical ones.
Okay, thank you. And can I ask you also, what for you, what was your favorite course, or maybe favorite topics?
Yeah, so it was, I mean, the 4 topics were like really good. The professors were really good. It was like super interactive. We had like debates in classes. They really asked, like, you were really like there. My favorite course was, I think, event management, because we really got to work out like a whole event. We got like a budget that my teammates like like financed. I did the creative part, so everybody really had like their own group and really like their own like yeah, like profession actually, and it was like really a like it was like so real. That was I was going to say, yeah.
Like a simulation of
Yeah. Yeah.
some event
Yeah.
project, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect, perfect. What
Yeah.
can you say about the international atmosphere, ambiance,
Yeah.
in the class?
It was really good. Everybody was from all around the world, from Canada. There was this girl from Tokyo, Russia. Like everybody was from everywhere, and the dynamic was really good. We really became like a good class, and yeah, it was super fun to like meet different cultures and like really being connected to other cultures and how they like go to school and live, and it was really a good dynamic.
Top, top. Because just before the webinar, we talked a little bit with Maya, and I asked, does Maya still stay in some connection with ex
Yeah.
students, alumni, I would say, from Summer School 25.
Yeah,
And
because like a lot of people think like maybe you go to a summer school and it's like over when you like leave the school. For us, it wasn't the case because we like stayed in touch. We have this group chats. People are also planning to have like a summer together. I'm meeting with like 2 friends from like Canada and LA, actually in Paris. So it's like we really stayed in touch.
Super, super nice. And I would like to remind to our participants that, of course, you can ask your questions. You have chat section for this purpose, and of course, we will have some specific time devoted to your questions, and also we will see, maybe we will discuss some of your questions during the webinar. It depends. The most important, don't forget to put your questions in the chat section, and we will discuss it. Okay, and I have actually already questions from our participant. I think it's a good time to discuss it. Actually, how interactive and practical were the classes for you, Maya?
For me, it was like actually a good dynamic because like I'm not like I like theory, but not that much to sit like a whole day behind my desk. So it was like theory, but like really interactive because the teachers, professors really asked you questions and you got to like debate with them. And also there were like key speakers. They from like companies like 𝐂𝐮𝐬𝐲 and Ferrari. They came to our classes to really like give a presentation about their company and their position. So we got also to ask them questions, and it was like practical because we did like the group works that were very like interactive and just like real life cases. And we also got to have some days where we visited some like places, a museum, and just like one whole day we visited the city and stuff. Yeah. So it was really like a good balance between theory and
Okay, I see. Yes, because actually, I would like to add that you will stay in Monaco during 2 weeks, maybe more. I don't know. Maybe you would like to continue at south of France your holidays, but for the summer school program, you will stay in Monaco minimum 2 weeks. And during the weekend, of course, we will offer you some kind of excursion to visit iconic places in Monaco and French Riviera, but focused on high-end industries, spheres, and sport as well. Okay, and I would like to pass to the part devoted actually to the program and program structure of the summer school. And at this point, I just remind you that this summer you will have 2 tracks and the possibility to choose among 2 tracks. What do you want to study more in details? Is luxury business and communication or sport business management? And just to give you some ideas what main modules are included, you can see for both track, we have 2 common modules focused on event communication and cross-cultural communication and professional etiquette, because it's extremely important if you plan to work or maybe already working in international business. And then each of track, of course, will continue with some specific modules related to chosen specializations. And I would like to ask Professor Marten to join us and to provide with some additional comments regarding new track sport business management, and explain maybe more in details what is the main idea, why we decided to include this track, some expected results for our participants. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Nice to meet everybody who's joining today. My name is Maximilian Marten. I'm a sports specialist. My background is the sporting goods industry. I worked with the company of Adidas for several years, and I have the privilege to be a professor for sports management since 6 years. 3 of those I'm actually teaching in Monaco. So I am a regular teacher for the master's program in Monaco. So I know a lot of students who successfully graduated from Monaco in the sports track that are now working in sports agencies, that are working in large companies, whether that's the sporting goods industry, whether that's the hospitality or the sports sponsorship areas. A lot of them are working for federations, for sports teams of all kinds. Of course, you mentioned Formula One. There's a couple of those who are also in the Formula One world, from really working with Formula One teams all the way to broadcasting to sponsorship. So there's a lot of different opportunities where you can go with the sports world. Feel free to ask any questions you have about the sports world or where this can lead. I just brought you, and I don't want to bore you with any frontline presentation. I just brought a couple of slides that go through the brand management track. I'm also teaching brand management, sports sponsorship, and sports management. And for this track, if you would actually choose to come, I would be the person you would see in the afternoons, and we would go through brand management. So what would happen in a class like that? Of course, I always start with the company of Interbrand. This year, also the vice president of Interbrand was a guest speaker at one of my classes. They're doing the top 100 list of brands. We look at those always as a start to get a feeling of like, what are the brands that are incorporated with sports? How many sports brands are in the top 100 in the world? And that's kind of the starting point of each class. We talk about where brand comes from, why brand has such a big importance, not only in sports, but everywhere else. But specifically, we know a lot of the top 100 brands because they're connected to sports events, to sports teams, to this positivity that the sport brings. We'll definitely talk about definition, scope, objective. So to give everybody a good feeling of what a brand is, what is brand management all about, always in that specifics. It's called sports management. So what is management? So we also go into there. What are the different tracks you can, the different um, paths you can go after you studied sports management. So what are the jobs out there? What are the functions? How can this like bring you further? Not only maybe if you want to work in sports, but having this background is really very valuable. Looking at me, I'm a professor. I work in the sports industry, but also I work in a lot of different fields, and having the sports connection always helps, no matter where you are in the world. If you would study with me, what we do at the beginning of each course, everybody selects a sports brand. Yeah, I don't allow Nike, I don't allow Red Bull or Adidas or some of the big ones. So everybody, it's very interactive, the class we're doing. Everybody picks a brand out of their specific likes. And that brand we take with us throughout the whole week and actually look at different aspects of brands. We create archetypes together. We look at how the brand works emotionally, like who do they touch, what's the personality of the brand. We look at the why and the how of each brand. So that's one of the activities we do throughout the week. We ask a simple question: Is an athlete a brand? And if so, what's the difference between managing an athlete who is a brand and actually a consumer brand, or a team as a brand, or a federation as a brand? So very different aspects there. So if anybody wants to go into the direction of becoming a sports agent, for example, what do they have to make sure? We look at rebranding, debranding, a lot of case studies, really fun, really good examples there. We look at a lot of failures as well. We look at how basically brands did a lot of mistakes in the last 100 years. I'll ask all of my students to bring an iconic brand with them. Like, what is iconic? What does make a brand iconic? Yeah. So also here, we go, and if nobody has it, we go shopping out there. We actually pinpoint and look at brands actively live. We look at how this changed. Like brand management is happening online today. It's 60%. You have to make sure that you're on this big screen. And the reason why this big screen had such an impact in the last 10 years in the sports industry. And the brand I hate most because they're so good. And I worked with Adidas, so I was the follower brand, the one that wanted to be like that. Nike, great examples, great case studies, great stories. So definitely we're going to look at this brand, and we're going to look at people, why people are important in brands. What is the impact here? I'm also teaching in the luxury track, in the sports and the international track, leadership and management development. So it's from time to time, I bring a couple of those aspects in there, why people are so important, why actually you don't follow brands, you follow people. How basically that also has a connection with sports athletes and why we love and aspire so much what they do. And you can't get across talk about brand management and not mention Red Bull. They have created an amazing empire. They have created sports. They have defined sports new. They are in football and Formula One. They're almost everywhere. So also here, good case studies, good things we can talk about there. Of course, during this week, we're not going to spend all our time in classroom. I can just give you an example with my sports masters class. In our last class, we all went running. So not everybody had to run, but there was a group, more than 70% of the class. We took a 4K run through Monaco, met up there where um, it's not a castle. What is it? I don't even know what it's called. Where the principality palace is. The palace. It's a palace. Exactly.
Oh, Palais
Is
Royal, yeah.
Palais Royal. That's where we
Palais Royal,
went
La
and
Rochelle.
had a good round discussion up there. There's of course AS Monaco. There's La Roca team, the basketball team. The ATP has their headquarter or one of their headquarters here. So all possibilities to meet people, to get guest speakers in. So it should be really lively, and I will not bore you with any text on slides. It will be very interactive. That's a little bit to what you can expect when you basically choose a sports track and what we'll then be doing in the afternoons.
Thank you, Professor Martin. And we have a question actually related to this topic.
Yeah.
What do you think? How does Monaco economic system and also sports ecosystem enhancing the program and program outcomes for summer school students?
So I mean, a lot of students are coming to Monaco to study the sports management because most of the athletes are here. Because all the big federations, they have an office here. They have a representation here. You have with sports broadcasting and media rights with Sportel, one of the most important events happening in Monaco here. So in the sports world where I am working since over 25 years, you have a couple of hubs in the world where basically the sports world comes together, and Monaco definitely is one of them and is very, very important in that aspect. And you might be spotting a couple of football stars, a couple of Formula One drivers, tennis players that are all actually resident, not citizens. Although we have one citizen, basically, we have here.
No, my Vachereau, he's a local by actually,
No, it's a
but
pretty good Formula
promise.
One driver, as far as I know.
Okay. So yeah, I'm agree. Really, it's like a vibrant hub of sports, and not only sports events, but sport, of course, at the top of event calendar in Monaco. And it's not difficult. You can meet right like this, just in walking in the street or in Larvota, or I don't know, in Casino Square, you can meet well-known sports athletes and just handshake or ask some kind of autograph. It's possible. Um, okay, thank you. And we have also another question regarding sport business track. Actually, what do you think, Professor? What are practical outcomes and additional maybe career opportunities for summer school students after graduating from this program?
So depending on where you go, I mean, if you want to work in the sports world, as I said, Monaco is a great name to have on your resume. It's a great way to basically have something special there. But also, yeah, using the opportunity here while you're here in this track, meeting the other people in your class. So networking is the key in the sports world, anyways. And I think Maya mentioned that already. The people that you know and that you get to know in this track are very interesting from all around the world. So that opens opportunities in the future. And then of course, while being here throughout these 2 weeks. When you go to meet AS Monaco or go to the basketball, to the tennis, wherever we are going, it's connections that actually make the sports world so interesting and yeah, so such a vibrant place to work in. And you need to take this opportunity and tell everybody about it. And I hope hopefully you also learn. Of course, that's the reason why I'm in this program as well. Get some insights that you don't get anywhere else. And through the professors we basically have here, almost everybody's coming from abroad. I live in Germany actually. I work in London and Germany. I work with several teams. So also here having this opportunity to have lecturers or professors from all around the world there. I hope that answers the question a little bit.
Great. Thank you. And also, a very interesting question. Maybe it's more for professional coach, but anyway, Professor, what do you recommend? Is the right strategy, maybe best strategy, in your opinion, to start build a professional career in sport management industry?
Okay, very good question. A lot of people ask that question. Just make sure that you're not a fan and then you want to work in the sport. So it's like if you're a huge football fan, it's like, oh, I love football so much, I'm actually a fan. Don't work for the club that you basically are a fan of because that's very different. There's a business aspect and there's spectator sports and there's participation sports. So I think it's very important that you know what you're good at and you know basically what you want to do. And especially, and that's something I'm trying my best in my class to do, is to explain the sports management environment because it's very big, it's very diverse. Yeah, as I mentioned a couple of things before, you can work in an agency, you can work for a sporting goods company, you can work for a team, for a federation, you can work in the overall sports environment. Like every company of the top 100 brands has somebody who is associated with sports. So, in order to answer this question, like how is it to start or go into this industry, I think that summer school can also help you define, like, okay, what's the direction I want to go? And still, I have students in the sports masters track that basically choose sports because they actually want to find out during those 9 months, okay, I love sports. I may be also an athlete, but I need to find the right entrance. I need to find the right angle. Is it events in sports that interest me? Is it brand in sports that interest me? Do I want to work with athletes? Yeah. Do I want to work in the corporate world? Do I want to create product for sports? Yeah. Or do I want to advertise? Am I in the media world? So I'm more like the reporter. I'm behind the scenes. So I think that's what this program is also for, to basically give people a better understanding of what does it mean to work in sports. And as I said, being a fan is very different to actually working in the sports world.
Yeah, thank you, Professor. Actually, I am agree with you because often we can hear questions like if I'm professional athlete or vice versa. If I'm not a professional athlete, is it possible for me to join a sport business management program? Of course, you can even without being a professional athlete to join sport business management program, because the main idea is to actually to provide you with knowledges and practical competencies how to develop and how to commercialize sport activities, sport events, how to promote sport services and products, etc., etc. So you will be more on the business side, of course, taking into account and thinking all the time about sports fans and their preferences. Okay, Maya, question for you. We have a question for you. So,
Yes.
in your case, how do you think maybe the best result, the more precious for you practical skills and competencies after graduating from summer school program?
Yeah, so I think it's definitely like a bonus on my CV. As I mentioned already, I have like my internship here at Diva Museum. It's like for diamonds, and it's like in combination with luxury. It was like definitely a plus for them to take me, because I did the summer school. The skills and competences I learned were definitely to open up, like to be like in a different environment than what I'm used to. Also to really like connect fast with like different people, really like network with like the professors and also with the guest speakers, and just like overall like the theory really helped me to build on what I know now. So yeah.
Perfect. So also for you, it was like one more plus,
Yeah.
some bonus to add in your
Yeah.
CV.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, good to know for our participants that you can get after the successful graduation, of course, from the program, you can get additional 4 European credits that you can also use for your CV or maybe for your academic portfolio. It depends
Yeah.
on your purpose, but you can do it. Et voilà. And I have a question actually um, for both of you. Maybe we can start by Maya. What about final assessment, some kind of tests, exams, how it was?
Okay, yeah. So first when we heard it, you must all know we like started it like lightly, and like it's summer and they said like, yeah, final assessment, like exams. It wasn't that dramatic. You learn through like the theory and just like to the interactive courses. We had like final assessments. Yeah, it wasn't like that dramatic. They really helped us to really like yeah, make everything like more clear in like the final assessment, and also with like the final exam. It was for one course, I think, and it was really like just like an overall test for yourself to see like did I pay attention well, and it was actually really good. It wasn't like a bad thing, actually. It was really good.
Thank you, Maya. And Professor Martin, what do you think? What do you prepare for students as a final project exam?
Very difficult. Almost everybody fails in my class. No, I'm kidding. It's a report. Actually, the students know by day one what the final exam is. It's going to be a report, which is developed throughout the course. So it's actually a task, a report they have to write. And every day we learn more about this aspect. And then basically at the end of the week, they actually have to write it. Yeah. It's kind of a 4 page report. It's kind of an essay, but actually I'm building up on this. They know from day one what it's going to be. And of course, we're always going back to this task throughout the week. I'm answering questions. We have one-on-ones on this, and so it's a report that they should also take with them afterwards, and basically that should bring them some enlightenment would be too much, but like a good understanding and would actually make sense at the end of what they have learned.
Perfect. Thank you. We have next question regarding, for me, I think regarding the schedule of the summer university. Okay, for the moment, we have, for sure, we have fixed dates for the summer program. We have 4 modules that you will follow, but for the moment, we don't know exactly how we will actually split this module during these 2 weeks. But you can expect that you will be engaged in classes during the whole day, starting around 9 a.m. and finishing around 5 p.m. It depends on the day of the week. Okay? And of course, we will contact you later to provide with concrete schedule and hours to attend IUM. Okay, and I would like to continue because now we have a lot of information about the academic program and also about the quite new one track focused on sport business management. And just to remind to our participants that you can apply for the program online via International University of Monaco website. It's easy. It's easy. You should just create your personal space to put some basic personal information and then upload mandatory documents. So for us, for this program, of course, we would like to know a little bit about you. So that's why you should provide us with your CV, motivational letter, because we would like to understand your motivation to join this program. And the last transcript or diploma obtained in the current or previous academic year, just to understand, to prove, to show your current academic status and progress. Of course, as all classes will be provided in English only, we should understand that you are good in English, minimum B2 level, or of course even better. And such basic documents like your passport and digital photo. That's all. No, it's easy, and the whole procedure could take maybe 10 minutes maximum. I would like to show you some recent photo from our summer school experience. You can see our participants visiting different companies in Monaco, different historical places, just passing the time together, and also, of course, during classes, just to motivate you, of course. And I have a couple of questions regarding financial aspects of the program and the tuition fee. So I would like to explain and inform you about a special offer for summer school participant. It's actually, if we are talking about summer school program, I can say that it's a great opportunity to students willing join our classical program. I mean, bachelor or master's or even MBA. So summer school is a great chance to come in Monaco in summer for a couple of weeks and discover a little bit how it is to be IUM student. What does it mean live in Monaco or around the corner? Is it suitable for you? Is it actually correspond to your expectations? Is it comfortable for you to stay in such an international environment, etc., etc.? So, for students who will continue with us with our other programs, it's a good demo version, and you can benefit from it because, as you can see, for all summer school participants who would like to continue with bachelor or master's or MBA program, you can benefit from special discount, and actually we can reimburse you the full tuition fee of the summer school program. On the condition that you will finish the administrative inscription for other programs by the end of July 26. If you would like to have more information, of course, I stay in contact with you, and you can ask me, and I can send you additional information. Of course, important question for our participants, and actually all issues related to accommodation and logistical issues and transportation at south of France. And at this point, I would like to ask Maya to share with us her experience. Where did you live? How did you find an apartment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I stayed in the south of France actually for 7 weeks. So that was like a long period. I actually chose just like an Airbnb. I stay with my mom in Roquebrune Cap Martin, so it's like 10 minutes with the train. We really chose like our Airbnb next to like really close to the train stop actually. And it was like super easy because like the trains come every 15 minutes, like really, it's really fast. And yeah, that was like my choice to be like a little bit next to Monaco because I really like Menton. So it was like a really good choice.
Great, great. I can summarize that. Yes, of course. You can stay in Monaco, or you can choose one of neighboring French cities. And actually, the university campus where you will have classes is perfectly located, just in 2 steps from the central train station, and then you can travel. You can travel easy and visit different city, or you can actually find an apartment in Nice, in Menton, and it's not far from Monaco, up to 1/2 an hour by train maximum. But of course, if regarding the prices, of course, in Monaco, prices are higher than in other French cities, and closer you are to Monaco, then higher prices became. So a lot of our students, they prefer to stay in Nice or even in Menton because it's a great city with amazing beach, with a great infrastructure, but not so crowded, I would say, as for example Nice or Cannes, and not so expensive, of course, as Monaco is. And our advice also to check Cap d'Agde and Beausoleil, Roquebrune, which are 3 cities actually surrounding and even sometimes incrusted in Monaco. Because we started by citing example of ATP Rolex Masters, I would like to say that Rolex Masters, actually, Monte Carlo Country Club, is located in Roquebrune, Cap-Martin, French cities. But traditionally, this tournament take place in Monaco, of course. So these are some geographical, quizzes.
Yeah.
One more administrative issue regarding visa for our international students, I mean coming from non-EU zone. It depends on your country of origin. For example, for American citizens, there is no necessity to apply for the touristic visa, for Canadian as well. But for different countries outside Schengen zone, it's necessary to apply for touristic visa. For example, India or China or Thailand or so different other different countries you should check, and you can apply for the short stay touristic visa. Usually, touristic visa covers 3 months of could cover 3 months of your stay in Schengen zone and Monaco as well, or once again, it depends on your country. You can get the visa for concrete period related to final purpose of your travel. So it depends on the country and the migration policy in this country. And now we can pass to additional questions. So please don't hesitate to ask our guests about my experience and maybe some details regarding the program. Okay, Maya, question for you. Could you recommend the summer school program? If yes, why?
Yes, I would recommend it because it's like really good because it's outside of your like curriculum, like out of your program, like if you're doing a bachelor's or just like graduating high school. Yeah, I would recommend it because it's like really like a one-time experience to really like be like in such an international city, like in Monaco, to really experience Monaco for like over the course of 2 weeks. I would just like also recommend them because it's like a bonus on your CV. It's really a plus for like your future career and just like, yeah, your overall personal development. I think you also become like a much more open person. Like you're less stressed of like what people would think, how you would connect with other people. And yeah, it's really an overall great experience actually. So I would recommend it.
Thank you, Maya, for sharing with us your emotions. And I have a question addressed to Professor Marten. What do you think, Professor? Is it possible and actually is it useful and possible to participate in this program for younger students who not yet graduated from high school, but who are very motivated and planning to develop the career in sport management industries?
I mean, of course, I'm going to say yes. I think it always depends, and that's one of the things. If students or like young professionals or even high school students ask me, what are people looking for in the sports industry? Who do they hire? What is that? What's kind of the skill? What's kind of the things that everybody needs to or is looking for is curiosity. If you have this curiosity, if you have this willing to actually dive deep into the industry, the topics, then of course this is for everyone, and especially if you are already here in basically in this webinar, informing yourself about opportunities. I think you already did the first valuable step of actually as a high school student say, hey, I would like to know what kind of direction I want to go. And I think also this is a great opportunity in those summer school classes to have people from different ages, different stages, different experiences, because that's what really brings this networking environment, and that makes those group works interesting. I mean, if everybody would have the same career path, the same experience, then I have 20 times the same person in class. That's kind of boring. That's kind of difficult. So you need to have, and especially in sports, what I love at this is like most of the time, everybody also has a different sport as their passion. And then you can actually bounce off ideas and have different points of views. And yeah, to answer this question, if you have this curiosity, if you basically are unsure, but I think that's the right direction. That's the perfect opportunity to do this here in summer school rather than studying it for 3 years in a bachelor's and then find like saying, you know what, actually, it wasn't really what I wanted to do.
Uh, actually, yes. Once again, summer school, it's not only the option for you to spend a great summertime combining new skills, getting and joining, enjoying 𝐂𝐮𝐬𝐬, but also for you, it's like a potential opportunity to discover a little bit different topics and to understand is it the right choice for you or maybe not. But as Professor Marten mentioned, you have 2 weeks to understand it, not 3 years to stay in with their own program. Okay, so I think we done with questions, and just a question maybe from me for our guest speakers. What are your recommendations, maybe some wishes to future summer school participants? Maya, let's start by you.
I would just say like, yeah, do it. You like only gain something with it. It's really a nice experience, and the combination of like practical, theoretical, also being in the south of France. I mean, it's really like the dream program. So I would say, yeah, that you should do it actually.
Thank you. And Professor Marten?
I think I promoted it enough. I think it's a great opportunity, meeting new people, networking, having this intensive 2 weeks, which usually you don't get when you basically do a bachelor's or a master's. You don't have the smooth start of let's see how the first 2, 3 months goes. No, it's basically, and also what's the interesting part, don't tell my master students, you're getting a best off kind of, yeah. I'm teaching in 20, 40, 60 hour sessions, specific topics. And if I'm asked, Max, can you do a summer school on this topic? I'm like, okay, let's take the best. Let's take the most fun, the most engaging, the things that basically I want my students to take away home after 25 hours of direct engagement. I actually want to condense this into a smaller 1 week program, and that's also a good benefit.
Yeah, like a quintessence, condensed
Yeah.
version of broader program. Okay, so thank you very much for joining this webinar, and thank you very much, Maya, Professor Marten, for your time, and hope, of course, we will meet all participants of today's webinar in summer. For sure, Professor Marten will welcome you on campus in Monaco, and maybe Maya will have a chance to visit Monaco again and to pass by to say
Definitely.
hello. Thank you, and have a nice day. Thank you.
You too.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.